Sige, tuloy-tuloy lang. Welcome to my channel. This is LA Dalgo TV. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for future updates of my videos. So today may guest po tayo. Of course, so she's from London because I'm here in London. So I've got a friend with me. Of course, Joanna Kelly. How are you po, ate?
Hi, I'm Joanna Kelly. Obviously, what Ella said. I'm fine. I'm good. How's everyone?
Okay, so tell me, ate. First of all, where are you from in the Philippines?
Dagupan City, obviously. We're never.
La Union.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Dagupan, Pangasinan. Yes.
And then you went to abroad what age? You don't wanna tell us.
I don't want to say the age. Can I say the year?
Okay, what year?
I came to England last.
Oh, your first one. Where's your first abroad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My first abroad is in Singapore. That was 1990. That was, I can remember very well because it was the Mount Pinatubo that time, and the ashes were and the ashes were fell to the Singapore. So that's the one. And I stayed in Singapore for at least 2 years, and then.
So how was your life in Singapore? Was it like it's your first time to go abroad? Was it difficult to be away from your family?
Actually, at the beginning, yes. But if you're thinking of life and at least and. It's not really difficult because I have some relatives in there.
Ah, I see.
Yes, and it's not difficult really, as I said. And I was so lucky because of my employer are very good, and I'm one of the luckiest. And yes, I work with a British couple, and they have one daughter.
Yeah.
And I work there as a nanny. And obviously, we Filipinos like stepping stone. Some others, when they finish their contract, they go to Singapore. But then, yeah, I was brought over by my employer in London.
Okay,
yes.
so how about London? Like, is it London your first place here in England, or?
No. When I came here, I came from from Singapore to Heathrow to Aberdeen, and the first place I went is in Aberdeen. So I don't know the difference. Obviously, the difference of I said I'm going to London, but actually I'm going to
Scotland.
Scotland. That was so different.
Yeah, Scotland is like 10 hours away from London by
Yes.
travel by bus, or I think by car we had 10 hours. By car. Yeah.
I haven't been there by car. Actually, I go by
train.
by plane.
I by plane it's just a
Yes.
quick like 30 minutes or
30
even
minutes.
less.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. So how was it in Scotland? Like, 'cause Scotland is colder than London. So how did you adjust yourself from the weather?
Yeah, obviously when I came to Scotland, that was November, and it was snowing. And lucky, they said that it's supposed to be when you go there, and then the first thing is you're gonna get ill, they said. But then just because this is the first time that I saw the snow, so yeah, I forgot everything, and I was so happy that the first time I saw the snow. So yeah, and I don't really feel of sickness or whatever because obviously the family that I work with,
They treated you as their own family as
Yes,
well.
yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
So hindi ka nakaramdam ng depression dahil sa weather, kasi sa Scotland ilang araw lang ang, 'di ba, ang maliwanag, or
Yes, that was November. Yes,
Oo.
but then as I said, because of the excitement, I forgot everything, and then after that it come December, and then December was so pretty because it's the first time. Well, just imagine of Scotland with the snow and lights, Christmas trees, and everything. So yeah, I feel very very welcome in. Well, that was in Scotland actually. Yeah.
So tapos nagpunta na kayo from Scotland, you came here to London.
Yes,
year?
we actually travel a lot from Scotland to Reading because of my employer's work, and then I meet some Filipino couple in Scotland, and they know some friends in England, in London actually, and so they give me the number. So on my day off, So that's the start of it. Then I go to London.
So like, so what do you do when you're off? You're just visiting friends.
Yeah, actually I don't know anyone. It was the only one who referred for me in Scotland. So yeah, and on my day off I go to London and I meet some friends, and obviously Filipino, we love dancing.
Yeah.
And yeah, for the first time I go with my friends, and I was introduced to
Your husband.
my
So that's where
yes.
she met her husband through parties.
To parties. He is from.
So is it like a Filipino party?
Yeah, it was a big one actually.
Ah.
Yes, it was. I can't remember now. Actually, that was 20 years ago, and yeah, and that's where I met my husband, who was introduced by a friend as well.
And then are there any challenges working abroad? Kasi yung mga iba, di ba, ang dami talagang challenges na encounter nila while working abroad. Kayo meron po in terms of discrimination and things like that.
Yeah, well, most of it actually is just like, well, not comparing, but then what's happening is like other. As I said, I'm one of the luckiest one, because some others, they are being
They're not allowed to go to the parties.
to the parties, and they are not being treated very well by their employers, and they are not allowed to go out, like their day off every week, some things like that.
I
So
think
that's the difference.
yung pag work sa abroad is swertihan lang din, depends on the
Yes,
employer that you can
that's
find,
true.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, that's true. How the way they treat others, And,
Yeah.
well, it seems like, you heard a lot.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Stories
Yes.
from my friends as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you get yourself involved with the Filipino community?
Oh, well, when I met my husband, well, we live in Greenwich, as I told you, and we have a community there. It's quite big. It's a Greenwich community, and then
They're all Filipinos.
yes,
Filipino.
yes, and yeah, we are involved in church actually. Well, this goes a long story anyway. Maybe we don't have any more time for that, but then yeah, and then we have the Philcom. We call it Philcom, the Filipino community. This is already from London, and it was lots of communities. So yeah, that's the start of it.
What can you say about getting involved with more Filipinos than non-Filipinos?
No.
Do you have any like experience? Like we all know, like there's one thing that we have dala-dala pa rin natin from the Philippines is yung crab mentality, ganyan. Naka-encountered ka ba ng ganyan?
Yeah, I know. Well,
Without elaborating well or pinpointing anyone.
well, sa buhay natin, it's just that was normal things,
Oo.
Pero yeah, it depends. But then we become ourselves, and then as we always said, kung sino na yung nakakakilala sa atin, then that's what we are.
I think it's also part of Buhay Abroad is in like meeting a lot of people, meeting different types of people, and it's just the way we deal with them na lang, depende na lang kung paano natin i-deal sa kanila.
That's
Sa-
true.
yeah, the
That's
way we
true.
deal with them. Yeah.
Especially now with this, this Facebook and everything, and yeah, we need to be very careful as well for that.
Yeah,
Lots
so
different people.
ano yung na-learn mo na lesson like while working abroad?
In what way?
I think about life. What did you learn about life?
I think life.
Being away from your family.
Well, actually, as I said, I'm already half of my age.
I mean,
I'm already,
you're married now, but
yeah.
but for example, like you're not married, you don't have anyone, like maybe, or did you learn any lesson from working abroad?
Yeah, I think what I learned really is like it widen your knowledge, how meeting different people actually, and sometimes judging others as well without knowing them, something like that. It's a lot of that. That's very common to Filipino, especially sa organisasyon. Yan. But then as we always said, listen is be ourselves, basta alam natin yung sarili natin, and yeah, that's that actually. Yeah.
So Do you have like any advice to those who are in the Philippines wanting to come to abroad? Like, do you advise them to work abroad, or it's better to stay in the Philippines?
I think advice for that is nasa atin naman na yun eh. I think it's a faith kung talagang para sa iyo yon or ano, pero karamihan naman na sa atin madali na ngayon kasi as I said before no in our time, kasi even though you are professionally, you have a degree or whatever, we cannot just go as what we have, isn't it? We ended up like, as I said, stepping stone. Yeah. Hindi kagaya ngayon na if you're a nurse, you can come in here as a nurse. So yeah, if they want in here, they want to come to abroad and everything with their degrees or whatever, yeah, it's okay kasi yung ano na kasi natin ngayon, yung as like let's say we talk about the wages and everything, malaki yon as in 1 year
Bagay
kita
compared to the
natin doon,
Philippines,
yeah, yung 1 year nila dito compare doon, malaki rin. Kaya kung may chances, why not?
Yeah. So ayan po si Ate Joanna Kelly here in London. So I hope na may natutunan kayo sa advices din niya. If you want to go, I think it's all our own decision if you wanted to come to abroad. But you have to like, of course, get ready for the consequences. Hindi naman malaki consequences, pero you have to adapt with everything kasi nga you're gonna be in other country, you have to adapt with the language, kung ano yung kinakain nila and everything. So thank you so much Ate Joanna for guesting on my YouTube channel. May mga parting ways pa kayong words or
that's all for now and everything. Oh well, subscribe with Miss Ella Hidalgo. Likes and share. Yun lang po.
Thank you so much and thank you. Subscribe my channel, Ella Hidalgo TV. Bye. So how's your life with Ate Joanna?
I did on me, Auntie Jane.
No,
How's your life that you had with Joanna?
Oh, it's very difficult.
Why it's difficult?
Because I'm doing all the cooking and ironing.
So she's the boss.
Yes, she's the boss. No,
That's
no,
good.
I'm mucking about. No, she's good. Everything's all right. She looks
perfect.
after me. Oh, she's perfect then.
Thank you. That's
I know.
great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.